Here we are on October 1st on Gent Road. At the Diehl Place Apartments. Doing a walkthrough looking at existing conditions, utilities, sidewalks, access points. Our access is going to be through this lot. We'll come in over near the building with the red top and through a gravel parking lot and end up along this fence row. And we will be transporting materials from that gravel lot around the end of this fence over the sidewalk. So we'll have to protect the sidewalk in some way. It's on a slope. And also protect the fence. Here on site we have gas lines in yellow. Orange lines are cable slash phone, possibly, some kind of communication lines. We have electrical lines. And then we have the existing storm drainage system. Supposedly, the water line comes in somewhere in here from meters that are out here. Here's the meters. Should have marked them up. Supposedly they come in a common trench down the edge of the sidewalks and under the burning bushes and go to the first 5 buildings or apartments down this edge. So the only time we should have to cross these water lines is right here when we have to tie in that drain and that downspout over to our common trunk line, which is going to be right in line with where we are right now, looking between the burning bushes and the trees. This will be our common trunk line. There'll be a structure somewhere right in here as your upstream structure, and we're going to be headed to the west. Condition of buildings. This one has flooding issues, is the reason all this is happening. Concrete pad looks to be in good shape. A little bit of settlement along the foundation. Crack in the foundation there. Another crack down there. Supposedly for each of these, the water again is running down the edge of sidewalks, under the burning bush, and turns here at the edge of sidewalk and goes into the building 3 foot past the edge of that window well to my left. So directly underneath the gas meters where they say the water lines come in. And it's continuous like this for all the buildings. So the gas wire has a tracer to where we can hook onto that to help locate. And each time we come in through here with the trunk line, we're crossing a gas line. But for these first 5 apartments, we should not have to deal with water lines at all, because supposedly they're underneath the burning bush line at the edge of the sidewalks. Another pad, good shape. Not torn up or cracked or settled. Electrical still on our left between us and the sidewalk. I'm gonna walk out around this muddy area. Same thing, we have a gas line. Came from up here at the sidewalk. And then this is where it's gonna get crazy looking. So as we're coming along here, going downstream, we come to an electrical crossing with it, which is marked as 2 separate conductors going down to that big electrical panel. Then we come to a pair of communication lines that come out of that PED, come this way, and continue on and appear to go over to that electrical panel area. And then we have another PED up there that brings communication lines over, and it's a pair of them as well. They go up and they do all kinds of funny stuff up there on their marks. Then we come to next is another transformer with an electrical line coming out of it that we're gonna pothole. It goes back to the original site again, the original buildings. Next thing we have is a communications line that's coming across the middle of that and goes to the new building then, I believe. And then last in this area is the transformer that's supplying power through the bottom side of this inlet that goes down to the new building, the west building. So from what I've been told, for this west building, all the water is on the other side of the fence. So it's running the trunk line on the other side of the fence. It comes down the back side of the fence, and each time it comes in the same place in this buildings as the other buildings, where I have water line question mark, and it goes to right underneath the gas meters still. So right now we're making the assumption that we're gonna have to cross a water line, and then we're gonna have to pothole it to find it. There is no tracer, and there's no way for anybody to mark it or locate it because it's all either plastic or PVC, so we're gonna have to find it. But here we got a gas line to cross. Same thing here. Water line comes from out there. Pothole it to try finding it if we can. And go all the way to the house at 3 foot offset from the window well. Gas line to pothole. This panel is starting to crack up. It's got problems. We'll go back through and look at all the panels one more time before I shut the video off in the landscaping. Next one, same thing. Water line supposedly comes from out there, comes across to 3 foot left of the window well, which puts it right near the gas meter. And then we have gas here. We also have downspouts that we'll talk about all the way along here too. I had a phone call that caused my video to stop, so I'm still standing here at the same downspout. So I believe we have to tie downspouts in as we go. Another patio that has a crack in it. Here we are, the last building then, with the water line that comes across, we believe, and gas to deal with. That tree for sure is getting yanked. Last concrete patio. Looks to be in really good shape. And this is the box that we tie into. So this will be actually our starting point for this area. I'm going to shut off the video and turn around and walk it backwards and not talk as much and just show views. Starting point there. We'll go to wide angle. Cracked patio. Not real sure where these downspouts go to. The previous one back that way had a pop-up drain, but I don't know about this one. It may tie into the trunk line, I guess. Pad has a crack in it that's propagating from the corner. Turn around and look at it all one more time here from a different view. Quite a mess. And walk up and around the mud. Seagrass window was just installed yesterday by others. They left a rocky, muddy mess. Supposedly, again, the water line for this whole building is running right in line with these burning bushes. back to the east end. I should mention there's irrigation all along this entire area that we're going to end up tearing out, and we're supposed just to leave it popped up and exposed if we see it. Those guys are blowing it out, so they're going to have a hard time finding it once it's been ripped in half. Again, here's our entry point from the sidewalk. Should not need to pothole anything out here. This is only for where we're going to be driving the vac trailer in order to pothole. This is our entrance road to come in. It takes us right over to the Red Top gas station. Up the rock road, make a left. This is a gravel area out here that I think we'll use for dumping rock materials and structures. This is the last piece of the project. We've been asked to do some extra work to provide some riprap that'll get dumped in the same parking lot as the other rock we have to clean up anyway. And we will be exiting the property of Diehl Place and coming through this little bit of brush and around the corner here, and then on the slope in order to bring riprap to this location here. They want us to dig out excess dirt and build a riprap lined channel all the way back down to here. As you can see, the existing is completely undermined and washed out, all the way completely under it. There's an existing downspout drain here that we'll have to watch out for. And the object would be to protect this property. Would put a swale from there to there, and that needs to be flowable filled. I'm gonna walk out the other way in case it seems easier to.
You guys want to tear this up in here?
Yes.
I'm winterizing the sprinkler system right now. So
This could be an alternate entry point. If we came off right here where my truck is, down the little slope, we'll go to wide angle here, down the little slope and over to there, but it's just as steep or steeper, but we don't have to get on anyone else's property.